Looking back on the footages,
Aileen!
it wasn't terrible.
We're graduating!
Thank you and all loves to the people who made me who I am today.
This is your final graduation. We're going to move your castle from the right to the left. Yes, now. 3, 2, 1.
And after successfully graduating, I made the decision to take a gap year right after high school. Yeah, it was definitely a scary decision to make, but in the end, I just decided to take the gap year anyways because I knew exactly what I wanted to do. It's actually something that I've been wanting to do my whole life. Always felt kind of reluctant to specify what exactly this dream of mine is, but I've came to accept that this is worth being delusional over and trying and giving it my all. I want to become a singer-songwriter, a performer, an artist. Yeah. Since I was little, I've always loved art, whether that be like music, dance, painting. My first ever performance was when I sang ABC by the Jackson 5 in preschool in my little like red glitter costume. Around that time is when I first found out about Michael Jackson and I've recently been on an MJ obsession. Like, I've always liked his stuff, but like this resurfacing of MJ obsession is like next level. Like, you will see. I like cried like watching his performance and then like having this like sense of sadness overcome me when I like kind of realized he's like gone. I'm sad Michael Jackson died. What the fuck? That's crazy. That's off topic. Sidetracked, sorry. Either way, MJ was my first exposure to pop music, and then afterwards I just like kind of dug myself a rabbit hole into the whole like industry, like pop music. I don't know, I just became so obsessed with music. You know, even though this has been a very clear dream of mine since I was little, I never really said what exactly this dream was out loud to other people because I was kind of scared of getting judged. I know it might kind of sound stupid for having that kind of fear, but to put it into perspective, this dream of mine is like 1 in a million. And so like when it feels so impossible, it feels too ambitious and too big of a dream that it feels very vulnerable to say it out loud. I definitely had exposure to performing and like creating art here and there when I was growing up, but it was never really until like 8th grade until I like started to make my own original music. My first ever song was called Dream. I made that song on GarageBand and I had no idea what I was doing. Like, I found my kick and I don't think I even had a snare in that song. I think I found my kick sound from like this audio on YouTube. I was essentially sampling, but without necessarily knowing that I was sampling. Like, I genuinely had no idea what I was doing. Yeah, I just like, it was just a whole mess. But I did my best, you know, I made a song that I was sort of kind of proud of, and this amazing friend of mine who's like also happens to be this computer genius. He was very supportive of my first song, and for my birthday he cracked Logic Pro and gave it to me for free because like I was a middle schooler, I couldn't afford $300. But like, not gonna lie, like even with Logic Pro X, my songwriting skills, like it didn't like drastically become better, but it definitely gave me a small more like confidence. Over time I started to learn, like genuinely take this more a little bit seriously, and I learned how to use the tools and I got better at songwriting. After I kind of got the gist of it, I still don't have like a full like gist of songwriting, whatever, whatnot. Like, it's not like, oh, I cracked the code. No, but like I got a gist of how to use the basics, you know? After that, like, it was just fun. It started to get really fun because if I had one song, I could kind of connect that to like other aspects of art, like music videos, and it just got a whole lot fun than me struggling to use GarageBand. You know, I think ever since then my dream became more clear. It became more clear that it's like, ah shit, like this is something I want to do. And I'm like fully aware that 1 year, like one gap year, is not enough time for me to get to where I want to be at in my music career. And I have so much to learn. Like, I have so much to learn. I've been doing music, but I've never done music business wise, and that I have so much to yap about. Sorry, I can't even. Yeah. But ultimately, I just wanted to get started and start this series. I wanted something to keep record of my growth and what I learned along the way, because it's only been like 2-3 months since this gap year started, but I've already learned so much about myself as an artist and as a person and about this industry. And I think I need something, I want something to look back on and see the things that I've learned, see the growth that I'm making. So this gap year diary series thingy, it's mainly for me, for the purpose of my sanity. Cause like, if I'm being very honest, I've had a lot of just crashing points, breakdown moments. It's been only 2-3 months and I've already had so many moments where I was just like questioning myself. I think it just like reality hit me too hard. It's just sad. I feel like music should just never, like, it should have just never been tainted with money. It just like kind of mind fucked me when money came into the equation of creating, because at one point I had a lot of conflicts with the musical direction. I had a lot of conflicts with that. A lot of people in my company, at least, just didn't seem to understand the music that I was trying to make, and that got me kind of beat down, not gonna lie. Oh, why is it out of focus? Hello. My company and I had a lot of conflicting ideas on what is good music, right? So the musical direction was very like from that, my confidence kind of went down because I felt like no one really believed in my music. I just didn't really know what to do because I never encountered a moment where I had to cater my music towards the listener. I've always made music that I thought was good and I would listen to. And so yeah, it just like kind of, it just messed with my confidence a lot. But after everything, I've just came to a conclusion that what I'm doing, I still believe in. I believe in the music that I'm making, and I'm gonna continue to advocate for it. And if that means continuously having to argue with my company, then so be it. I will do that. Is the conclusion that I came to. I don't know if that's unethical and if that's not supposed to be, but like, you know, I believe in my shit now. But at one point, there was a moment where I was like, oh, is my music not good enough for people to invest in my work? Like, it became so money oriented that I hated it. I was like, ugh. And my confidence in myself depleted because of that. Like, art is super subjective, right? So the marketability or the value of a certain product isn't really determined by the quality of it. Like, the quality of it is just determined by the listeners. Like, and that listener, we all have different taste in music. So what I realized is I need to advocate for myself. I need to be my own biggest fan first. I need to believe in my music first before I try to even have other people enjoy it. And once I realized that, I was like, F this. F it. Like, F it. F it. Just gonna do what I've been always doing, and I believe in it. If they don't like it, they don't like it. Like, take it or leave it. I just, you know. So I just need I just need a way to continuously remind myself that what I'm doing day by day is one day gonna amount to something good, and that I need to keep on believing myself. I just need that. And I feel like recording myself and my growth and my progression hopefully helps me keep going, you know? And even if it's like 10 people supporting me, it fucking means so much. You don't even know when a person tells me that they actually listen to my music. I'm like, you actually listen to my music? And I get like teary-eyed. Like, also, don't get me wrong, my friends are so supportive, but I really realized, like, I can't do this if I don't believe in myself and my work. So I'm learning how to believe in the shit that I make. It's progress. I'm like the most give a f type of person in this world. I like care too much about what people think. Like, recently I've gotten better at that, like in certain aspects of my life, but you know, when it comes to my artworks and things like that, I take it too personally sometimes. I need to stop. I need to stop doing that, cause so what if they hate it? So I'm really trying to get this, like, I don't give a f mindset to become more more stronger because I feel like that kind of like fuels the belief that I have in myself and keep pushing to do what I believe in, not what other people tell me that works in the business. And
this won't work, this will work, this no.
Like, stop. I'll do me. I'll do me. Just let me do me. Once I stop giving a which I probably won't, but when I start giving a little bit less of a then I think that's when I'll start going more out of my comfort zone. I'm already trying to get out of my comfort zone a lot. Because if I stay in my comfort zone, I'm like literally not gonna get anywhere with this. So f it, you know, like f it. Just f it, f it. F it. I don't know. I'm all over the place, sorry. But that's the point, you know? I'm here to just yap. Yeah. So maybe I'll just like vlog. Honestly, I don't really know what exactly I'll do, but anytime I get this like sense to just rant, I feel like I'll just turn on the camera and just rant, yap. If I feel like I like made a incredible discovery, then I'll turn on the camera and talk about the discovery. I don't know. It's just gonna be me doing my thing during my gap year. So gap year diaries it is. But essentially in a longer run, this is the start. The end always has a new beginning, or whatever deep shit. Let's see where delusion, desperation, and hard work gets us. Okay, thank you for listening, Aileen, in the future. I hope you're doing good and slaying.